What is up, all my chosen ones? Jazz Roy's back now, guys. I just wanted to vote your timelines a bit this evening, guys, because we got some things to cover, man. Yeah, the market is looking bad. Yeah, the price is down from all-time highs, baby. Yeah, there's people talking bad about vaults out there, but you know what, guys? You want to know something? That don't faze me. Let's get into why. Now, before we begin, guys, please smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for me, please, and thank you. All right, under $2,000 of Ethereum, very cheap gas fees, Vault sitting at 6 zeros and a 7, right over the lines of a $50 million market cap. Now, some might say it's over for Vault. It had its run. Now it's going down like all the other meme coins. Others, like myself, I'm looking at this and saying, man, what a prime that this chart is looking like before a big run up when the market comes back. Because like I said, guys, I know everybody has their different opinions on this project, and that's okay with it, you know, I welcome it. However, where I stand with this project, guys, I'm saying that a significant increase into the multi-billion-dollar range seems inevitable at the rate things are going. Let's take a look at how the market has been this entire way through. It's been disastrous, right? Why is it that Vault, out of all the other projects, Vault continuously increases its Twitter following? Last time we talked about Vault, they had just passed 50K followers. They're at 57K now. The holders are increasing. And now you guys might be asking yourself, but wow, man, 50 billion market cap, that seems way too far-fetched. Well, now I have to ask you guys, you know, this is DeFi, okay? Now, in this DeFi space, we have seen things that have blew past our socks. If you would have rewinded back a year ago and asked the Doge people and Shiba people if they ever thought they were going to make the money back, think about the people that put 1,000 into Shiba and it dropped to $1. They would have told you no. And some people might be telling you, why are you putting your money into Vault, man? Why would you put your money into these type of coins, man? Why don't you put them into more stable coins? And that's perfectly fine too. But let's do some math now. Are you in this to make some real money, or are you just in this to be stable? See, I'm in this to make some real money. Now, when you're in it to make some real money, it means you're gonna have to take some real risk. All right. Now, this is never financial advice, but I'm telling you guys how my brain works in this type of stuff. All right. To take it from somebody that put $100 and something into Saitama in the end of summer when no one thought anything of it, and that $100 and something turned into $20,000+ at its all-time high. Trust me, guys. I done been a witness to see some crazy, massive growth when people did not think it can happen. When I see Vault, I see the same thing happening again. The only difference is that instead of making the mistake of only having $100 and something invested in early, I'm putting way more than that. Way more than that had to be done. You know, and shout out to Vaultoshi and the Vault Army and Pablo and Power for getting me back on track with my Vault bag after that wallet hack, because man, that left me defeated. We are back, and we are back strong, baby, and that wallet has not been touched. Why would I even touch it? Look at the market, guys. That's not to say that all of a sudden when the next bull run occurs, we're gonna hit 50 billion and beyond. But let me tell you guys something. Even a 5 billion market cap for whoever's in Vault right now at $50 million, from this current market cap, just $5 billion of market cap, that's already a 100x on your money. That's already 100x. Now, a 50 billion, that's 1,000x. But also, I want you guys to keep this in mind. For everyone that's saying that it's impossible, it's not likely to happen, I want you to think of something, all right? We got to take a look at Shiba Inu. And not only look at Shiba Inu, but look at the total supply amount of tokens available in Shiba Inu at the time when they shot way up into the multi-billion-dollar range. The supply of Shiba Inu was significantly more than the supply in this new Vault contract, and that makes a big difference. Because what does that say? That shows that it is not impossible. As a matter of fact, it has happened in the past, and Shiba had no utility whatsoever. Nothing but just community. Same thing with Doge. It was just a community that believed in the project. They rolled with it. They wanted to get as much exposure as possible, make these different partnerships, get on these big boy exchanges, and just gradually rise to the top. And then as they started getting that exposure and started getting that increase in price, then they started to roll out utilities. Then they started to say, man, maybe it's time we take this project more serious. Vault, however, is doing it quite different. You see, Vault is at an advantage. Why? Because Vault had enough time to sit back, study what Dogecoin did to succeed, Study what Shiba did to succeed. Even study what Saitama did prior to their situation to see all of those projects reach multi-billion dollars in market cap. Now, Volt gets to take it from an angle that they can perfect the edges in which the other projects that have done it before in DeFi may have messed up on. And why that's good for us, it means that it should take us a significantly less amount of time to get to those same type of heights. The fact that we have way less of a supply is just even more of the icing on top of the cake. And keep in mind, what did Votoshi promise everybody when we get past all-time highs again? A $1 million burn in Vault. Now, you might hear $1 million and think, oh, well, $1 million is just $1 million. I know, a lot of people have $1 million in crypto, right? Not me. I'm just saying there's a lot of people out there. But when you really break down what's $1 million in terms of Volt tokens compared to the overall supply, and keep in mind, we're gonna have to be looking at it from a price that's higher than the all-time high that we hit. So doing some quick math and how significant that's gonna be, guys, right now, $1 million in Volt would be about the equivalent of 1.25 trillion tokens, a little higher than 1.25. In fact, it's like $962,000 right now at this current price. But our all-time high, and we're gonna round it off. So our all-time high was approximately a 4.6x from the current price that we're sitting at right now. Meaning that, let's say they did a $1 million burn, right? Now, Votoshi said it's gonna be after we break all-time highs. But let's just say, for the sake of the conversation, he does it at the exact all-time high. That would be the equivalent of taking out roughly 5.7 trillion tokens out of circulation in Vault. And considering the fact that we only have around 66 trillion tokens available, so that's already decreasing. We're talking percentages off the total supply. And what does that mean for us, Volt Army? Well, all that means, guys, that just means it's gonna take even less weight to get us to hit those high market caps in which Shiba did and Doge did. Well, in Shiba's case, with a way bigger supply. And I keep stressing that, guys, because yes, it matters. It matters. I know people are looking at, comparing Volt to like a stable coin and what can it do in terms of like what stable coins offer. But guys, I look at it from a numerical standpoint. I do the calculations. If it's possible in the numbers, then it can very well be possible in person. Okay, that's what it's about. It's a numbers game anyways. Now, let's go circle back. Let's go check on Volt's Twitter, guys. 57,000 followers, man. There's a partnership that, shout out to my guy, Jay Gagan, is going to be announcing on his channel this Thursday at 5 p.m. The hint that he gave us was that it is going to be in the top 10 UFC fighters. We don't know who yet. And he's going to be a brand ambassador, I believe, for the Volt Army. On top of that, if you were tuned into the AMA that we had on my channel with Pablo Crow, shout out to him, he also showed us a little teaser that Votoshi had Messi's jersey with the number 10 on it and Votoshi's name on it. What does that say? Does that mean that the Volt Army actually has connections to Messi's camp? Does that mean that the Volt Army could be in connections to the World Cup? Which, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the World Cup was sponsored by Crypto.com. So if you see how everything is kind of connecting and intertwining with each other, it's not out there in the forefront. It's something that you have to dig between the lines to realize. But if you're digging deep enough between the lines, you will understand why I am not batting an eye whenever I see the price make a change, whenever I see that it goes down more, whenever I see more people stepping out trying to talk down on Volt and the Volt Army. It doesn't faze me. Why? Because things are just getting started. It's one of those that like you can either get on the ship right now or you can try and grab onto the bottom of the ship, but hope that fire don't burn your hands when it's already lifting off into the air. All right. So take it as you will, guys. I'm Jazz Royce. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I love you guys, Volt Army. Sincerely, I will catch each and every one of you guys at the top.